Hello everybody, today we're going to go over our blocks with the Bokken. Before we start that, I want to get you guys familiar with the parts of our Bokken. So, a Bokken is a training version of a katana. A katana is a Japanese sword. If you do not know that, that's totally fine. Now, different parts of my sword. We have the blade first. If you can't see, there's a slight curvature in the blade itself. On top of that, that is where the blade is, and that is what I want pointed forward at all times. The back of it is traditionally a flat edge, and I won't get cut if I touch that. These won't cut you, they are foam. If this was a real katana, those would be the parts on it. Down here, we have the hilt. This round brown piece right there, that is the hilt. It is to protect our hands. It is where we want our dominant hand on the sword. If you're left-handed, and you're going to put your dominant hand right there, my left hand, and my non-dominant hand, my right hand on the bottom. If you're righty, you're just going to reverse that. Right hand on top, left hand on bottom. You want space in between your hands. I'm not holding it like a baseball bat, I want space. Now that I've gone over the different parts of the sword with the Bokken, I'm going to bring out a different one to show you guys our blocks. Same thing, I got the blade on top, flat edge on bottom, a hilt, and my handle. Now, we're going to go over all of our different types of blocks. There are two main ones you guys should know. We have our sideways blocks here. I'm bringing the blade to my side, I'm pointing the edge of the blade diagonally out in front. To show you guys what this would be blocking, I am blocking a sideways chop or slash here and here. Those techniques were the sideways chops. That could also be a sideways slash. Either way, that block will stop those strikes. Now, moving on, we have our high block. This is one of the techniques in our kata, and it is very important to learn because it's a little bit tricky. I'm going to bring my hands to either side of my body. For right now, I'm going to go to my left side and bring them up. I want the blade out in front of me on an angle. I don't want it resting on my head. I don't want my hands over my head. Because if we think of what I'm blocking, this is a downward chop or slash. If I'm blocking with my hands, two things could happen. The blade could either hit my handle and damage my handle, which I don't want because that's where I'm holding the sword, or I can get hit in my fingers. With a Bokken, that will hurt a lot. With a real sword, well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Now, proper technique, you want that blade right over your head at an angle. The reason why it's on an angle is because that downward slash goes right off the blade. I'm going to show you guys on this side. I'm here, right down the blade, which allows me to set up for different strikes and less damage to the sword. Because if I'm holding it up and I'm trying to push it back, I could damage my Bokken and or my sword. Those are our two blocks. Downward slash block, up and high, right here. This will protect you from chops and slashes. Blade right over the head, and then our sideways blocks right here. Those are the two fundamental blocks that we can teach you guys, and I hope you guys practice those at home. Thank you.